Hi, this is Mary Sheehan, pharmacist, and Dr. Ted Suzelis. We are doing a little follow up video for everyone based on what we learned when we were at the health fair in East Palestine last weekend after the train derailment. And we learned many lessons that we'd like to talk about. And also, we ask that you stick around until the end of this video because Dr. Ted's going to explain what you can, what we're offering, what he's offering to help you if you were affected directly by the derailment or if you're someone who wants to help somebody else. Yay. Because helping is one of the things that we learned. So stick around to the end. Yeah, it was a great, just really, I thought, a powerful time in East Palestine. Ted, what did
Really nice to get to actually talk to some of the people there in town. I mean, I've
yeah.
seen a couple of patients prior to
Yes.
that event, but to actually be able to be in the town and talk to people and be able to help them out was, really nice.
It was, and so many of my family and friends thought I was going to the Middle East. So, I think what that goes to is how disconnected we are from what's going on in our own communities
Right.
or lack of media attention, either way. So,
Well, I mean, it's definitely been portrayed as like Chernobyl. People are afraid to go anywhere near East Palestine, I think. Uh,
interesting. Yeah, and yet the people I've talked to like, "Oh, what happened again?"
right.
Well,
Right.
yeah,
But definitely, I mean, there's certain areas of town that seem to be, a lot more problematic with the air quality because as we were talking to people on Saturday,
mhm.
there were people that would say there's certain areas in town where people would get rashes and sore throats still.
Yes, still, and that
Yeah.
was like, I was very naive, I guess, because when they dig up the soil, it stirs things up again.
Right.
Like, yeah, and then depending on which way the wind blows, people have their symptoms all over again, which would be terrifying.
Right.
Right. Yeah, so that was something, to think about too, that it's like these people don't know. They still live in a state of when I wake up today, like that one woman who had her asthma kept being triggered. Am I going to feel like I can breathe today or not? It just depended on what they were doing.
Right.
Right. I loved the woman that we met that organized it, Cheney Nesbeth. She runs
Hmm.
the way station of East Palestine. So she,
And she does for the way station for all three way stations. So there's one in Columbiana and in East Liverpool. And I believe she's the main person
Hmm.
that does everything for all three.
Well, she's a dynamo. And remember, she came over to the table and she was saying how being that kind of point person and running that kind of organization that she does, that the calls were coming in and suddenly she found herself tasked with the possibility of being tasked. She could always say no with distributing water and organizing people. And there was just so much to do. And she's just one very powerful woman, and she said, "What good is it to have a faith-based organization if you don't have any faith?" Right? And she's and
Look at head on. I mean,
she said, "Yes."
right.
But don't you find that is so like applicable to just life if you're someone who's sick with whatever it is you're sick with, like anxiety and depression,
Right.
and some days just feel like I'm never going to get through this. And then you have to have a little bit of faith. So I think that's such a good reminder for all of us that, you can just plug into something bigger than yourself and just say yes.
Yeah.
Say yes to
Yeah.
yourself.
I mean, she just grabbed the bull by the horns. I mean,
Did.
didn't she say they had like 25 semis worth of stuff that they had
Yeah.
given out by that time?
Well, yes. And then that and then a big organization that you think is good called her. She thought to offer help. They wanted her to do more. And she was able to tap into other resources and organize free meals for people. And the part where she was talking about how the people like laughed, like they were told to evacuate so that they did. It was a Friday. And then they came to her organization on a Tuesday still wearing the pajamas that they left their house with. Like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you, gosh. Yeah, it's just a lot. And I found too, the people were just so appreciative, right?
Right.
The-
Yeah.
And what was it? There was 350 air purifiers that were given away,
Hmm.
300 Brita filters. People were giving away eye drops. And we were giving, your business was giving away acetylcysteine, and they were just so grateful. And you feel like it's just not enough. Like Ben Lynch, whose company donated the N-acetylcysteine, said in his post, like, oh, it doesn't feel like I'm doing much or doing enough. And that day was also a reminder that, just anything that you do to help somebody is such a great thing, right? It is enough.
Such a testament to Ben because I mean he gave away almost $25,000 worth of supplements, and he's like, I'm not doing enough.
I know, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. But I don't know. I still think about that because I think about, like, well, what am I stopping myself from doing because I don't think it's enough? Like, are my
Mhm.
feelings of, like, not enough or not good enough or smart enough or whatever, then I can't offer anything because I'm not enough.
Yeah.
Not true.
We all suffer from that though. Yeah.
You think, yes, okay. And we
It's
got to
not
get,
just you, Mary. It's all of us.
isn't
At least anybody that cares,
what?
or at
Would you,
least anybody that cares.
yes. Oh, I love that. At least somebody that cares. Oh, that's so good. I'm going to be pondering that now. So that was another takeaway. Like, to when you feel like, oh, I want to do something, but then you talk yourself out of it because you don't think it's going to be enough. Like, I give you just so much credit for saying, what's, well, like, when we talked, you're like, well, I emailed you with one question and you came back with, you said, well, I'm going to help the people of East Palestine. Right.
Right.
Like, I just feel like I should do something. I'm like, yes, we should do something. Yes. I love it to just say yes to that. And I give you a lot of credit for, getting past that it's not going to be enough.
I mean, for me, it came down to with doing everything that we're trying to do to help these people is, well, for one, it's my community.
Oh, yes.
These are people close to me, but I I couldn't deal with the guilt of not doing everything I can, and then things really turn out badly.
Yes. Oh, I love that. And community. Oh my
Yep.
goodness. When I was leaving, I saw the sign that said East Palestine will not be derailed. And I love
Right.
that. Not only because it's a pun, but because it did talk to not only, Cheney and the community, but just that one story that woman told us about growing her sunflowers, and she's concerned about the soil in her garden. And so she started posting about it, and she's like, oh, it's no big deal. And probably no one's going to respond. And all of her neighbors, people she didn't even know, would comment about how much they love her garden. And oh my goodness. And then you're just reminded
Planting
about,
sunflowers so that they can absorb toxins.
oh, yes. Oh, thank you. That's right. And I didn't even know they did that.
Yeah, so that was part of why she was really pushing all this. I mean, she already had her sunflower garden there, but then when she found out that they could absorb some of these chemicals out of the air, that's when she started doing her big push to get all of her neighbors to plant sunflowers too.
I love that. That story makes me so happy.
Mhm.
I love it. Like, things that, and people had been admiring her garden all these years, and she never would have known that. What an
Right.
impact she was having, bringing beauty into her community just by doing her thing. I loved that story. Again, such a great reminder of the power of community. And community is, I mean, you live close, but it
Right.
can be, we can be in community with people that we aren't close to, but it's that connection, right? Like,
Mhm.
if you give to somebody, that's a connection. And if you take something from somebody, that too is a connection. And
Right.
I think we're really all just craving connection right now.
Definitely.
I think we're still feeling the effects of everything that has transpired.
Mhm.
So that I loved also. So then what else did we learn or come away with? I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, it was I guess I was sort of upset that we didn't have more time to talk to all these people and get their
Ah,
stories and learn how we could better help them. Because of the event, we didn't have the space. We were trying to get people through because there was already a big line at our table
yes.
because we had the 2 air purifiers that we were, raffling off to be able to give to people that we had donated from Austin Air.
Oh, yes, yes, and did you drew the names for that?
Yeah, we drew them that day and they both picked up their air purifiers.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Eh, good, 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 good. And okay. Yeah, I agree with you. And especially because you have so much as a naturopath knowledge and information to share. Maybe that would be, something to pursue like a talk or a lecture or something. How many bottles do you have left? The N-acetylcysteine
I'm
cases.
thinking we have probably about 700 bottles left.
How many did you have to start with?
1,100.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you got to get them distributed. So,
Exactly. Yeah.
okay. And then how can people who weren't at the event, how can they get some? Well, just briefly, why would they want N-acetylcysteine and how can they get some?
So the N-acetylcysteine is an amino acid that's helpful for detoxification. So it can give the liver extra support to help detoxify some of these chemicals that they may have been exposed to. Not everything, but it's definitely helpful. And that goes along with part of my protocol that I had put together for this. So the N-acetylcysteine, somebody taking 1 capsule twice a day of the N-acetylcysteine, along with vital nutrients, liver support formula, which has
Mhm.
a series of different liver herbs to help support the liver and help with more detoxification. And then a really good multivitamin. So the
Yep.
one that I'm recommending is Basic Nutrients 2 a day by Thorne. And you
Hmm.
really can't just do your Centrums or 1 a days or things like that because this is a multivitamin that has a lot more in it, a lot more of the B vitamins, a lot more other antioxidants, so that it really helps your body to detoxify and gives you the nutrients to detoxify. You just take the Centrum or 1 a day, it's not really going to do much.
Right. And the body can do it. These things are just going
Right.
to support in the interim.
Exactly.
Yes. So the N-acetylcysteine, you get a bottle of a 30-day supply, a bottle that
Mhm.
free, and then the rest of it is discounted. Yes.
Right. Yeah. We're giving a 30% discount of
Which
the
is
other two.
okay. And then people can do that online.
Right. So on
They
our
can,
website, so the link will be in our description for this video. And then they can go to the website, order the N-acetylcysteine, their free bottle. If you come into our office, you can pick it up for free. If you need it shipped, we charge a $5 shipping fee to be able to send it through the post office. And then you can pick up the other ones if you'd like. And if you're somebody that wants to just do something extra,
yes.
would like to help people and make sure that they can afford these supplements, I added an extra item in this package where it's just a donate link. So you can add that, donate to the cart, and it lets me know that you're donating this supplement order to go to somebody in and around East Palestine for
I love that.
detoxification.
That's genius, Ted. I love it because it's a win-win. The person that
Right.
gives gets to feel that, and the person that receives it can feel that love from a stranger and also have that much needed support. I think
Right.
that brilliant. I love that. And then you have the r- reverse osmosis water purification systems
Right.
that are also discounted.
Yeah. And so we have a special unit that we have discounted basically to our wholesale cost for
Wow.
people, in and around the East Palestine area, just so that we can get it out to them. We have other ones on the website that are still have a decent discount. I think of 30% for anybody else that might decide that this is a good time for me to make sure that my water is pure and free from chemicals and bacteria and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah, no, that's great.
And
That's
you could donate one of those if you feel touched to donate to someone, there in East Palestine, or also the air purifiers that we have listed there too. Either way, you can purchase them or purchase them for someone else if you really feel touched to be able to help somebody.
I love that.
Hmm.
The power of community. Like if you have it to give, whatever it is, time, money, energy, give it. It's a great way to connect. And if you need it, ask for it,
Right.
right? and and have a little faith.
Definitely. Yeah. So as far as the N-acetylcysteine, getting those free bottles, really, I'm able to give one away to anybody that's at least within a 10-mile radius of the train derailment. I mean,
Which in
really,
your office is. And so
yes, my office is about
yeah,
10 miles away, so in Boardman. So
perfect.
really, I mean, anywhere central or southern Mahoning County and all of Columbiana County and into Pennsylvania, lost across the line in Darlington and areas like that.
Love it. That's awesome, Ted. Awesome. It's like what a naturopath should be doing, right?
Right.
Right. All right. Anything else before
I
we
think
wrap
we're
up
good,
our
Mary.
follow-up video? Great. All right. Thank you.
Bye.
You too. Bye.